There's a moment just before you speak, you hear that whisper, that distant whisper that has always been there, and you know it's the voice of that critic, that inner critic, the self-doubt, the self-judgment, that voice, the one that whispers, I'm not good enough. I will never be good enough. Anything I do is not good enough. I know that voice well, and you know that voice well. It's a voice that sometimes may not be ours, actually. It may be someone else's voice that has imprinted on us, and we've taken it in and absorbed that voice, and then it becomes our voice. For many years, I carried that voice deep inside of me. For many years, I continued to hear the voice, you're not good enough. Anything you do is not good enough. That's not available to you. And I kept hearing that over and over and over. And it silenced me. In many ways, I was unable to fully visualize myself and speak my truth because I had that deep lack of enoughness that had grown out of one particular traumatic experience. And so I reached a point where I needed to break that silence. I needed to break the silence in order to release myself and to fully be present in my own life. I'm Tania Camara, and this is the Hot Seat. A space where we can reclaim our own stories, a space where we are unlearning that which no longer serves our lives, a space where we can be ourselves as Black women, as queer people, as people who want to be in love with themselves. And when I say that, I don't mean that. Actually, I do mean being full of yourself. Absolutely. Absolutely full and enamored, if we want to use that word, of who you are. Because we spent way too long silencing our own voices and not speaking our truth. I want to take you inside for a moment, inside of a memory, an experience. If you can, close your eyes. If not, just listen closely. When I was a child, 5 years old, I was cycling down the street. The road was made of this red clay, and as I cycled down this hill, it rose into a cloud of dust behind me as I sped through all the way to the end of the road, holding on for dear life and hoping that I wouldn't tumble over on a massive rock. That's one of the happiest memories I have as a child, of me playing outside and being really playful and not worrying about anything. I don't have many memories like that. The memory that I do also want to share with you is the memory or the experience of abuse, of sexual abuse as a child, and how that particular instance, particular experience happening silenced me. I never told anyone until I was maybe around the age of 28, 29. It was never something that I spoke about until I realized that it wasn't just my story. It was a story that was shared between many, many women within the Black community. And the silence and the shame around that really silenced me and kept me small and quiet and numb, and many times unable to be fully present in my own life. Now, why am I telling you this? Not because I want you to feel sorry for me, because I've healed from that experience. Um, I've had the privilege to begin that healing journey and really seek my own power and reclaim my voice through my artistic practices. So I'm telling you this because I want you to know more about who I am and why I started this channel and this podcast. I started the hot seat because I wanted a space where we can have difficult conversations, especially as Black women. I wanted this space to be a safe space and a space where we focus on healing through hypnotherapy, through our cultural practices, art, because I really wanted a space where we can feel safe to discuss, to tell our stories, to be seen, to be heard, to be held. I want you to think about the stories that we inherit as people, stories that can come from deep generational trauma, and how we inherit those stories and those feelings and ideas, and how that can affect our lives. Because we're here to rewrite those stories that are no longer fitting us, but also in an act of honoring, to act in remembrance, not blame. It's about remembering what's happened, and in whatever shape or form that takes, to unlearn and to heal ourselves so that we are fully present in our own lives. I want to tell you what I learned from the experience itself, that I was not good enough. And so I lived most of my life unable to really ask for what I wanted. I always felt like I had to constantly give, when in reality, something had been taken from me instead of me constantly needing to give to other people. And I had to unlearn that behavior. In that process of being with that experience and that truth, many stories that didn't belong to me, many untruths that were not mine, that were projected onto me. And I wanted to learn how to begin to unlearn that, because it kept me really stuck in places that I didn't want to be. It removed my self-belief, and it took me a long time to fully believe in myself and believe that I could do what I wanted to do. That doesn't mean that I wasn't living my life. I was, but I wasn't living my life fully. A kora is known. It's known as the African harp. It has 21 strings, and you can play a tune with one string at a time. The sound is still very beautiful. It's very elegant. You can play it with 2 strings or 3, but to get the fullness of the richness of the sound, you have to play it with 4 strings. It's a full sound. And in this analogy, I would say that I was living at the capacity of 1 string. And now I'm learning how to move into the fullness of 4 strings, of that sound that resonates, that attracts, that is full of life acceptance and love. So that's what I really love about being a creative. I get to explore the world through a creative lens and really dive deep into really hard questions that silence us as people. I want you to think about the idea that we inherit many stories, many beliefs. And at many times, these beliefs are not ours. They are inherited and they are projected onto us. And these beliefs can be detrimental to who we are and our mental health. The idea that you as a Black woman have to be strong, but not too strong. You can be talented, but not too ambitious. You can be fully present, but not too loud. But here's something they've never told us. Your beliefs about yourself, many were given to you. They were not yours to begin with, so you can change them. Your subconscious mind does not know the difference between truth and repetition. So whatever you keep telling it, it will continue to believe until you change that to the truth of who you are. You are not an extra in someone else's story. You are the main character. You are the protagonist. So now we have arrived at that time where we do the hot seat challenge. In this challenge, I want you to embody a relaxation practice and be fully present with me if you can. I want you to try this. I want you to take a deep breath in and breathe out. Take another deep breath in and breathe out. And one last time, breathe in. And as you breathe out, close your eyelids all the way down. That's amazing. And now that you're in this state of relaxation and you continue to breathe in and out, and you allow yourself to be taken almost by the wave of your breath, and you're breathing in and out, I want you to imagine a time, a space, a moment where you felt like your voice was not heard. And allow whatever's coming to the surface to come to the surface. Don't judge it. Just allow it to be, to manifest. If you can see this particular memory, I want you to imagine yourself in that space today as you are today. If you just have a knowing and you just know where you are within your own memory, but you don't necessarily see anything, but you know the feelings that are coming up for you, I want you to just be in those feelings where you are now and remember that you are not reliving and not reenacting to anything that has already happened to you. You're just simply observing. I want you to observe what is happening within this memory or this feeling, where it lies in your body, where the discomfort is and how you feel about it. And then once you have understood as the observer of what's happened, you have understood what that memory is, I want you to write it down or to speak it out loud. I want you to speak out loud. What is the memory? What is the story? And what did you learn about yourself in that moment? So what is the memory? How old were you? What happened to you? Then I want you to think about, what did you begin to tell yourself as a result of that experience? And if you would like, please share it with me. You can comment down below or share it within our private community. I want you to remember that this is a space where we want to be safe, we want to be seen, we want to be heard, we want to be held, because we deserve that as Black women. We deserve it. And I can't advocate enough for this, because I really believe that we deserve these spaces. And so I wanted to create a space like this, a safe space for us to be, to delve deep with each other in a community held by sisterhood, love, compassion, care, play, pleasure, joy. All of these things that we deserve, because we deserve the full expression of every emotion. And this is where this will happen in our community. So I want you to think about what we've discussed and what we've experienced. And if there's anything you want to share with me, comment below and I will respond. This is the Hot Seat Podcast, and you are the protagonist of your own story. You are the main character. And we are on a journey together from today to make you the main character of your own story, fully present, full of joy, play, excitement, freedom of expression, love, and community. Let's rewrite your story. Let's unlearn what no longer fulfills us let you be you, uninterrupted.